You don't know things unless you get the details about them, the specific details. As far as people, things as complicated as human beings, all the things we go through, all the different events that shape a person and mold them, for them to be able to get detailed about that in their rhymes really puts a puzzle together on what kind of person they are.
I wanted to ask you, I know you're a full-time student, working full-time, and doing this rap thing. How are you managing all this? Obviously it's not easy, so how are you holding up?
Man, it's definitely not easy. If anything, it just makes me stronger mentally. And the music is full-time, and it's being at school full-time and basically trying to hold that expectation and pressure that's on my shoulders as being the first one in the family to graduate. And right now I'm like on Dean's List with business marketing, man. So I'm just trying to be a leader for the people in the generation, for the future, and an example for my people, my family. Man, everybody in the streets, it's time to get it. It's time to wake up. Man, it's the solar system, man.
Speaking of solar systems,
I grew up in the hood at Southside Compton Crip, where Orlando Jones, the dude that stumped out Tupac, and then actually, man, P. Diddy and Biggie, they was gonna start a Bad Boy South, and they was gonna start in a Southside Compton Crip. I was very close, actually, being a part of a hood, a Crip gang, neighborhood Compton Crip. And it wasn't meant to happen. At the time I was about to get put on, my mom started driving down the street. And then when I saw my mom, I just took off running. And I was right there, man, in the very moment where the dude was like, "You ready to get put on?" My hood name was gonna be Turbo, you know. And then it just wasn't meant to happen. I'm glad it didn't happen. And man, I have some close friends that's still a part of both of those hoods. And I just want to be an example and lead them to the truth and the light, man, that it's not all about colors. It's not like all that is just ignorance, you feel me? Like the territory that you claiming is not even yours. And it's just a setup and a gateway for you to get locked up or end up dead, you know. Man, the verse goes, "If change gon' come, it should be in Compton first. Niggas with attitudes, the image we deleting first. I'd rather bring peace for the people, free the earth. I'm talking all races and creeds, teaching on equal turf. School systems have credentials for each is worth. Food in the streets for the homeless that need a curve. Thirstiness turns dry, you ain't even perched. Change gon' come, the police system, they squeeze and burst. With no reason to even murk. Instead of taking him to jail, which is hell, bring him a seat in church. When will Willie Lynch end with this evil curse? Makes me think who bit from the garden they eating first. America, the land of the free. It gets even worse. Women enslaved, children digging for food while eating dirt. The streets is dirty, who's the one to clean them first? Prostitutes walk the street for a place to sleep but cheat they worth. Never give a man the need to plant a seed if you think it hurt. Your temple is too sacred to give the keys to a piece of work. Tell you the truth, I know you ain't the only victim in the solar system. Looking for the wrong war outside, ain't even listed. Brothers killing brothers over colors and the cutlass busting missions. No justice for his mother's condition. Hub City comes change to start this holy mission. Everything like Kanye's song on I think it was Late Registration. Everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good. And it's just like that. It's like I have a choice to promote and speak that message of what I think might feel good, you know. But is it really good for my people? Is it good for the whole? Is it good for the world, you know? And that's really a lot of the things in the media right now. I was just talking to with one of my fellows, like just back in the day with hip hop, they promoted, you know, not to be on crack and not to do hard drugs. If anything, it was just get a 40 ounce or maybe even a joint or something. Now in hip hop, or just in music period, not even hip hop, they're promoting Molly, you feel me? They promoting ecstasy, they're promoting getting trippy, you know, pulling up, all these other hard drugs. And it just shows you, you know, what's in control and where our generation is going. And I just want to be a vessel just like Martin Luther King was a vessel, just like Malcolm X was a vessel, just like Marcus Garvey was a vessel, just like, man, all these other leaders that stood for something, but they got killed, you know. And it's sad to say that that happened, but of course it's gonna happen when you start speaking out. But my first public school, I was trying to fit in. I was ditching class, smoking, you know, and to a point, I was getting punked at the same time, trying to fit in a circle that wasn't even a part of me. And I really had to build myself to this strong mindset, and emotionally and spiritually where I'm at right now. And when I came to the Bay, that's when they first started calling me by my last name, which is Forte. And Forte actually means music. It means one of the loudest keys on the piano. It means loud, which I feel is, man, a part of my voice and my talent. And also means the sharpest part of the sword. And one of the verses in the Bible is, your tongue is your sword. So I see my tongue is very sharp.
Interview Forte.
Yes, sir.
Come by whenever. Everyone out there purchase the album.
We used to have ciphers, man, in front of the bookstore at the trees, and about 40 people used to be just pulled to the cipher, and they used to bring instruments. They used to bring different type of rhyme cadences and styles. I was like, wow, you know, this is powerful alone. And slowly but surely, man, now we don't have no ciphers. And man, we trying to bring back a cipher on this week on Thursday, man. And
Element MC. I've been rapping since I was the age of 8. I'm 19 right now, and I come from Kuwait City. But the Arabic rap is just like, they rap in Arabic. And I don't think anyone's done that out here. So when people from out here listen to it, they're gonna be like, damn, they won't understand it, but they can judge it through the flows and just the delivery and how the rawness and how the beat sounds. We put a lot of Arabic instruments in the beats too. We be finding different instruments. It's not like synthesizers and the same drum claps over and over. It's kind of crazy right now with what's going on out there. The armies from our side are like attacking, and people are fighting each other. They don't want their government and all that. And us in Kuwait, when Iraq invaded us and stuff, a lot of people be talking about that stuff. A lot of be talking about what happened, the war and the tribes, how the tribes split up. Because it's very tribal out there. You're gonna see more aggressiveness, like more like, I'm a rapper, this is the anger I got in me, watch me express it.
No personal.
Just listen to it, yeah. If you like it, you rock with me. If you ain't like it, you can go against me. I'ma go against you. Just that man, I'm on lose now, so I'm playing alright. It'll be that element on that side. Wouldn't be killing shit or not. And all this elegance, this sky horse that'll bust it open tonight, huh? A lot of us follow the old school scene, because their influences, Pac, Biggie, Nas, all that era. That's what we grew up on too. I'm more of a rapper that does more of the Cali art craft, and I mix it with Kuwait. I just spit like, I got my own way of spitting, but at the same time I got influences that I be spitting like similar to. For example, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Those are my favorite. Those are the people I grew up on. And in Kuwait too. I used to listen to Bone Thugs in Kuwait. And just the flows, the way they be flowing. Busy Bone, I remember every time he used to spit, it just gets my attention. So they're a big influence. And right now I like French Montana too, because he's kind of the same background, you know? He's from Morocco. That's considered an Arab country. Oh, put myself in the game. Left Kuwait for the Bay. Ain't no family here, but I'm safe. My people grab loyalty, but us face. But with that being said, because growing up, I used to listen to artists from Cali. Snoop Dogg, We Got the Game. Kendrick, I used to listen to Kendrick since I was in Kuwait. We remember E40 was big in Kuwait. You feel me? I don't even know what's coming out here in the Bay. Here I am coming from the Bay, straight from Kuwait, and I already know what's the hyphy movement. I already know all that. You know what I mean? Because we don't have it out there in the radios and stuff, but we as the hip hop heads, we be sitting on the internet and searching. A lot of people be against the internet, a lot of people be with the internet. I'll be with it, because in Kuwait, we didn't have that on TV. All we had was the internet. We had a passion for hip hop, so we searched. And we searched, we heard this artist, we heard the game, we heard Pop. We homies right now are hearing to like, they're listening to Crenshaw, Nipsey Hussle. There they go, now they know all about Crenshaw. You know what I mean? So when they come out here, it's not really new. In Kuwait, there was no opportunity, right? How are we gonna give them opportunity? You need the leaders, not the followers. Leaders gotta come first. They gotta step out. They gotta go to the world, California, New York. You never know who's gonna make it big or who's gonna get grabbed by an A&R or something like that and get signed to the industry. You never know. But once that happens, for example, me, if that happens, of course I'm gonna build my own company and put all my Middle East artists out on there, you feel me? They need to listen to it. It's about time, a lot, you know what I mean? Hip hop is me. I was made to do hip hop, I feel like. I didn't just come across doing all the 4 elements of hip hop for no reason. God put me in the section of where I can meet all the people who do graffiti, all the people who do breakdancing and hip-hop dancing, all the rappers, all the studios, and all the DJing and stuff like that for a reason, for the whole culture. Like, I didn't even expect that. Like, I was too busy doing it, then out of nowhere, you're like, you know, you doing all the 4 elements of hip-hop, you know, this is a lifestyle, this is how I live. No,
I'll get you on the cipher, man.
all right, man.
Cool, brother. Oh yeah,
My name is Marcion Diamond, aka Notorious Boris. I've been rapping about 10 years. Senior year of high school, actually. We were like in economics class, and me and my partner freaking was writing rhymes. I'd write a bar, and he'd write a bar. And at the end of class, we'd have like a song where we each wrote 7 bars. So that's when I really started writing rhymes. Then I got into production when I came to SF State when I was 17. I met this dude who was a producer in the dormitories, and he showed me like the basics of recording, how to set up the microphone, like how to rap on beat, because like I didn't really know about the beat. Like, I don't know, I lost the beat in my life somewhere, because like, I had like a traumatized ass freaking childhood, and I didn't have the beat. I didn't even know about the beat. It wasn't even the concept, because I'd always just rap crazy over whatever freaking sounded just hella offbeat. And I met this producer, and he was like, dude, you gotta hit the beats. I'm like, what are you talking about, beats? He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit your shit on the 2s and 4s. And I was like, I couldn't believe that shit. It was like so dope. I was like, man. What the f is going on? This shit don't make no sense to the end. I'ma stack my ends and break that bread. Fuck the feds and fuck the man. Fuck a judge, you can suck my dick for all I care. Let's get this clear. White boy, soul, hood, fake diamond in my ear. I'm rhyming to pass the time, cause time in my hood slow. Country folk, you know it's on when the block get hot, your boy get ghost shit. Walk with a limp and I hold my dick. Got no hoes, but I'm still a pimp. I pimp the game and stack my chips. Got no whip, but I still sit low. Got no weed, but I still smoke. Got no pills, but I still roll. Go hard like steel toes when I'm in the zone, you know it's on. 10 years old, I was on my own. I had no home, I was on the block. Moving slide like a fox with my eyes open wide. Learn the code of the street. Mind your biz and duck the heat. Say no to dope and make you weak. I pray for peace up in this place. Partner, please help yourself to all I got on my plate. I got you, dog. It's all good. White boy, soul hood. Hip hop's kind of anti-authority. and skateboarding is definitely anti-authority. Like skateboarding is probably like the most anti-authority. I think skateboarding is an element of hip hop. It's like the freaking fifth element or whatever of hip hop. Skateboarders, the only element that's probably more anti-authority than skateboarding is graffiti. If not, you know, they're on the same level. They're both like, skateboarders go and do tricks on public, private property, and it like makes authority figures upset because they consider it vandalism and trespassing. But a lot of skateboarders are about it, and they don't give a shit. And they like fight security guards and like freaking yell at freaking people trying to kick them out. Skaters have a history of being anti-authority. As far as hip-hop goes, like, hip-hop is anti-authority, I think. And like, my understanding of hip-hop music, like, you gotta like liberate the peoples from the oppressors, and like, what that is, that's anti-authority.
There's no limiting me. There's no anyone telling me what to do or how I can say this or how I can feel. No one can restrict me of how explicit I might or detailed I want to get with what I'm trying to present. What I like is the energy of the black cloud, you know. And I like just how when I rap, how I'm energetic and just really into it, and just like, you know, also being a battle MC, I'm just coming to cause havoc and wreck and just take over the cipher and everywhere and just have that crazy energy, aggressive energy that intimidates some MCs. I be that type of cat to write a rap, record it all inside a track, and some gon' think this shit is crack, but others say this shit is whack. But this the way to get them back, by hitting them with hella facts, hella stacks, so they thinking they superior. I'm hotter than inside the car with interior all black on sunny days. The colder and more weak than melting ice, and I'm powerful like when the planet's plates jerk and the gamma ray burst. Sipping Tanqueray first, then hit some tree like a bad snowboarder. Hip hop's free, so I'll pass those borders that limit you. In your eyes squirt lemon juice if you acting like a goof. You ain't brave, dog. Why you acting like a troop? Hey, Arnold character, scared to come up off your stoop? Ha, that's what you did. Effing stoop, kid. And you stupid. I'm a ruthless MC with a sharp sword, so you better have nuclear bombs to spark war. DJ graffiti and breaking on cardboard. If you diss the four elements, I'll split your core skeleton to anything that remains to be broken. The real heads feel me, but lames think I'm joking. I got a lot that remains to be spoken. On the rise like the flames in the smoking. Out. Battling just brings out another beast in a person, you know, just it brings out that aggression in you to, like, you know, just kind of stand up for yourself and, you know, just really prove to the world and the, you know, the hip hop culture that, you know, you're a dope rapper, man. Are you authentic? Are you really real? Like, do you do what you say you do in your rhymes? And I'm just trying to weed out the rappers that, you know, just are not bringing nothing to the culture and, you know, just show them and stand up for the real MCs. Like, nah, man, you're whack, man, and you're gonna get destroyed with these rhymes right now, man, because we really have a passion for this, and what matters is how hard you can spit and how dope your bars are. As far as, you know, hip-hop being made to, you know, stir people away from being reckless and violent on the streets and having that anger where they go out and commit a crime or some stupid shit. Instead, you know, you get in this battle and you verbally just let it all out. Say whatever the hell you want to say, man. You know, people are getting killed or people are getting shot or meeting up at the clubs and your crew is there and they're throwing bottles and doing all this crazy shit that at the end of the day is going to get you, you know, a charge or whatever, or get you locked up or just get people hurt, period. And you have this outlet of battling where you can just keep it verbal, you know, like you don't have to punch someone or you don't have to shoot someone or do anything. Like, you know, make a rhyme about it and let the energy of that rhyme represent that instead of, you know, you actually being out here physically doing it. The cypher is a very fun time for MCs to come together and really just, you know, rhyme and express themselves. You know, however you're feeling that day, you know, that week, come and spit a new rhyme you wrote that you want everybody to hear.
Contradicting my progress, you processing my deposit, provocative with my knowledge. This poet product of pen pad parliament since I'm popping. Honestly, I want the power and the respect. Honestly, every hour I want big checks. Honestly, I'ma put my all in this, and in all honesty, I want more bitches. But what am I gonna give up for it?
It was crazy, man. The atmosphere of the cypher, man, it was just, it was, how could I even explain it, man? It was out of this world, man. It was, of course, competition. It was, of course, competition because you had so many different artists that wanted to prove themselves as an elite when it comes down to that. Then you had people who brought instruments. Then you had people who brought their own beats. Then you had people who beatbox. You had basically every element of hip hop in that cypher. And when you bring all the elements, it was just kind of hard for the audience and just students on campus to walk past and not notice, and people would stop and give their energy, and that energy fed us.
Panasonic with the rhymes, everything is Kodak. Niggas gotta snort that. Paddle on the lines on the table with niggas poet. Styrofoam back. Niggas got element on that shit. Should tell the niggas where it's at.
Going into a cypher, especially with people who you aren't familiar with, and it's just like a random cypher you see on the street or something, like, it's so much pressure because, I mean, this is your, you know, not really one chance, but, you know, to some people this might be their, you know, first impression of you or their very first time seeing you. And if you get in that cypher and you come with some crazy, really dope bars, they're gonna be like, oh man, who is this cat or who is this chick, man, that rhymes? And like that adds on to just the collectiveness of hip-hop and like finding new people and new artists and stuff and building that bond together and stuff.
Off the dome, about to ace the test. I hit him like AC Alone and Tribe Called Quest. Lord Finesse and Kanye West. You MCs get wrecked when I grip the pen and check you off. Dog, you off of the list? The name is Valentino. I'm accurate, I never ever miss. I'm fly, an eagle. MCs look like seagulls when I grip the bars. You MCs get smashed like beagles. Check it, it's SF State. I live in the SF, my rhyme's so great. Rhymes Panasonic, I never dodge it. You MCs get wrecked, yo. Gotta go to class.
Why you want to be a street hustler? How you gonna be a street hustler? When you gonna be a street hustler? But you turn to a street buster. Beef a lot of the enemy, the street crush you. They got a street sweeper so they street dust you. So the heat bust you. Turn your flesh to a meat slushy. Drive-bys running over street puppets. Fishermen is making bait out of street guppies. That mean they snitching to the post on they street buddies. Got the niggas say, ooh, we my street love me. But what you know about the street hangers versus street bankers? Heard of street strangers, scared of street dangers. New leaders of the streets in they street mangers. In the street hideout, ducking street rangers. If you break the law, you know the streets hang you. And the streets gang you. But wherever the law street changes, cause they heat bringers when they street singers. Throwing up they street signs with they street fingers. Talking loud about the drama that the street brings. Never in their life dealt with the street meanings. It's the word on the street. That word on the street.
Life never untangled. Build it back up, don't you ever dismantle. Even in the hardest times, I set my life up in angles. Till I get accepted, expect what a man do. You get it all injected, but never get handled. Turn up in the city when I came through sand dunes of research.
There's no boundary on, like, you know, what you can do. Like, you can completely be yourself, like, literally, like, completely be yourself. I mean, some things, you know, you have jobs where you might could be yourself, but you still gotta wear a uniform, or you still gotta talk this certain way or that. Like, but with hip hop and being the MC, it's like It's who you are when you get out the bed and wake up and go walk out the house. Like you just could stay the same person.
The truth, but to increase the magnitude. The plan don't ruin when your passion grows. Show the man in you when they're asking you. They are reasonable yet irrational. Locking the beast in you, unreleasable.